I'm not a famous surgeon, and I earn my daily bread by studying cadavers which are bodies not long dead. One day 2 suave young gentlemen appeared within my view.
I'm Mr. Burke.
I'm Mr. Hare.
How do you do?
These gents explained that their acquaintance had just passed away. It seemed the body'd only been a goner for a day.
Excuse the curious offer,
Said Hare, or was it Burke?
but would you care to slice this up to see how corpses work?
Well, it's always a palaver getting hold of a cadaver, so I said yes, I'll have her. Oh, it's a he. This body taught me much about what makes a person poorly, why some men live to 99 and some die prematurely, how these parts function perfectly while others won't repair, how everything is interlinked. What's that doing there? Till one day there was nothing left, and all my work was spent. Then Burke and Hare turned up again. My, how convenient! Another slab of fresh human organ, bones and flesh. Another gory sesh. Excellent views. As time went on, these kind men brought me several guys and gals. My lab was chock-a-block with all their freshly passed on pals. I paid them lots of money. Bodies came from everywhere. You really are a busy Mr. Burke.
And Mr. Hare.
They seemed such cultured gentlemen. I never did suspect that Burke and Hare were not so nice. I really should have checked. Then one day a policeman came, asked if I'd seen a chap. I hadn't, but days later his corpse turned up in my lap. It seemed that these acquaintances of Burke and Hare actually were not their friends, and many did not always die naturally. Burke and Hare had murdered them. It was plain to see. Then brought the corpses to my lab and pocketed the fee. The 2 men were arrested, but one of them set free. Poor Burke was hanged, but happily his corpse was sent to me. Whew, bit whiffy. Still, much to learn. See. Everything your teacher says is proved to be a fable. There never was an Arthur, nor the knights, nor a round table. The Lady of the Lake was just a made-up story too. I hate to disappoint you all, but it's not true. It's not true. Teacher, though you gibber, you're just a great big fibber. There was no Excalibur.
Galahad?
No such lad.
Lancelot?
Lancelot.
Guinevere?
Dear oh dear.
Look at me, I've been enough.
Not true, Merlin, disappear. There were no wizards, so it's clear that it's not true.
While we're on the subject, I'm afraid I must confess, though Dick Turpin was a highwayman, he never owned Black Bess, and Tutankhamun's tomb was never hit by any curse. There never was a dragon slain by George. It gets worse. Pirates never made their victims walk the plank on ships, so Walter Raleigh wasn't first to bring back spuds or chips.
Robin Hood and Marion, a made-up story too. Outlaws out in Nottingham. It's not true. It's not true. Teach, you're such a liar. Your pants are catching fire. There never was a Friar Tuck.
Vikings hat?
No horn on that.
King Alfred's cape?
Big mistake.
It never fried.
The old book's lie. Frankly, I deplore ya. I hope these kids ignore ya. 'Tis in fact Queen Victoria never said we are not amused.
Your children think I said what?
They think you said, "We are not amused, Your Highness."
Really? That's quite funny, isn't it?
It's not true. It's not true. It's not true.
It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's not
Do,
just a lonely cave girl searching for a mate, looking for cave romance, or at least a caveman date. My mama says I must wait here until the moon is bright,
with cakes, milk and honey as gifts for the gods,
with snack food for Mr. Right.
Now crawl around 3 times on your hands and knees, and if the face of a handsome man comes into view, then he's your caveman love.
I think I must look really silly. What caveman in his right mind would go for a crawling, circling cave girl like... Oh, are you the man for me?
Caveman love.
My handsome caveman husband is all I'd hoped he would be. He likes to go out hunting, then I cook it for his tea. I promise to love him forever until he's old and gray. He'll live to the grand age of 30, at which point he'll probably pass away. Oh,
but that doesn't mean you stop loving him, 'cause now you have to prepare a burial to show how much you care for your caveman love.
First I set fire to my husband, then carefully cut off his skin. Then boil in a pot some oysters and snakes, let the funeral begin. Drop in some limpets, some winkles and sprinkles of mouse, toad and shrew. Then put out the fire with the cauldron and say au revoir to my caveman love. My caveman love. My caveman love.
British Queen, I am Victoria, you see. Now where's my British butler with my British cup of tea?
Tea is not from Britain, ma'am, from India it was brought. Yes, for your cup 1,000 died and many wars were fought.
British things, my British things, it seems that tea is not. British things, my British things.
Can I sweeten it a jot?
Do tell me sugar's British though.
No, it's Caribbean imported. For sugar in your cup of tea, slavery's been supported. I know it's wrong, your majesty, but slaves in Africa worked hard in fields of sugar cane to sweeten up your cha.
British things are British things. I thought that there were many British things are British things.
Afraid there's hardly any. You know your British cotton vest.
What's wrong with it? Explain.
The cotton's from America and picked by
slaves again.
Your empire's built on fighting wars, that's how your income's swollen. Your British things are from abroad and most are frankly stolen.
Whatever next? Go on, pray tell.
Our British Queen is foreign as well.
It's true, I am of foreign descent.
And your husband, Albert?
A German gent. At least I've got a British name.
Victoria's Latin.
That's a shame!
British things, British things.
There are none, we declare.
All our favourite British things
seem to come from elsewhere.
More sugar?
Howdy. You know what you need to be a genuine cowboy? Cows. You ain't herding cattle, you ain't no cowboy.
Well, I'm a real-life cowboy, just a quiet, humble fella.
That's what we're like, apart from mine.
Yeah, I'm more of a yeller.
Sing songs to pass the evenings.
And because the Sioux are herd, so they won't stampede.
Unless Mike sings lead.
Shouts every single word. Mike, sorry.
'Cause we're cowboys, real-life cowboys. Not like the ones you've
all.
We're poorly paid
and kinda small.
If you still wanna be a cowboy,
stick with me. On your horse for 18 hours.
That saddle sore is a curse.
Then feed your horse.
and yourself, of course.
So beans just make it worse.
Then you're back driving cattle.
That's what being a cowboy means.
Moving those beasts from west to east.
Sorry, it's the beans.
'Cause we're cowboys, real life cowboys.
Not like the ones you've seen in the movies.
We're not big hunts like that John Wayne.
'Cause our horses would complain.
If you still wanna be a cowboy,
Join us, please. You should be aware we have some customs that are strange.
like saying howdy, not hello, when you're out here on the range.
Never touch a cowboy's hat.
Never ride his horse.
So what if I took your old man?
Well, I'd shoot you, of course.
Fair enough.
Cowboys, real life cowboys.
Not like the ones you see on silver screens.
We didn't go out starting fights.
'Cause unions fought for our rights. Now Mike will do a solo thanks to beans.
How was that?
It skunk.
And now, my friends, I fear that the end is drawing near. 'Cause we only ruled the range for 20 years.
Yeehaw!